So last weekend I decided to go all in and take 4 grams of shrooms. I'd messed around with smaller doses before, 1 gram here, 2 gram there, but this time I was feeling bold, like I needed to shake things up and see what was hiding behind the curtains of reality. Spoiler alert, it was a hell of a lot, and I'm still unpacking it. This trip was a full-on odyssey, so buckle up, I'll stretch it out and give you the whole messy, mind-bending play-by-play. I was at my buddy Jake's place, this cozy little apartment with mismatched furniture and a vibe that's equal parts chill and chaotic. He wasn't tripping with me. He'd done his fair share back in the day. It was cool just playing babysitter. I appreciated that, especially later when shit got wild. I took the mushrooms around 7 p.m. just as the sun was dipping low. They were these gnarly dried up little caps and stems, and chewing them was like eating a handful of forest floor. Bitter, earthy, and kinda gross. I chased it with a big gulp of orange juice, hoping it'd mask the taste, but nah, it lingered. For the first 20 minutes or so, nothing much happened. I was just sprawled on Jake's couch, flipping through my phone, half watching some random nature documentary he had on. Then it started creeping in, this warm, buzzing feeling, like my whole body was turning into a new frequency. My hand felt heavy, but floaty at the same time, and the room started to shift, the edges of things. Couch cushions, the coffee table, even Jake's goofy lava lamp got all soft and wobbly, like they were breathing. I poked the cushion next to me and swore it giggled. Jake looked over and goes, "You feeling it yet?" I just grinned and said, "Oh yeah, it's coming." About 45 minutes in, the visuals kicked into overdrive. There was this painting on the wall, some abstract thing Jake's ex-girlfriend left behind. Swirls of blue and red with these jagged black lines cutting through it. I locked eyes with it, and holy shit, it wasn't a painting anymore. It turned into this raging ocean, waves crashing so hard I could almost feel the spray. I was on a boat, rocking back and forth, and the swirls were pulling me under. I started laughing, big goofy belly laughs, because it was so insane but so cool. Jake's like, "What's so funny, man?" And I tried to explain, but all I could get out was, "The painting's a sea monster." He just nodded like, that made perfect sense. I was probably an hour and a half in when I got the bright idea to go outside. Jake was hesitant. He's like, "Dude, you sure? You're pretty far gone." But I was adamant. "I need to see the grass, man." So we shuffled out to his backyard, this little patchy square with a rickety picnic table and a couple scraggly trees. The second my bare feet hit the ground, it was like the earth lit up. The grass wasn't just green, it was glowing, pulsing with these tiny golden sparks that danced around my toes. I flipped down cross-legged and ran my hands through it, convinced I could hear it humming. This low, deep vibration that felt ancient, like the planet was serenading me. I look up at the sky, and the stars weren't messing around either. They weren't just dots anymore. They were linked up in this massive, shimmering web, stretching forever. I started crying, not because I was sad, but because it was so damn beautiful. I felt tiny and huge all at once, like I was plunged into something way bigger than me. Back inside, after Drake practically dragged me in because I kept trying to hug the trees, things took a turn for the bizarre. His cat Miso, this chill little tabby who usually ignores me, became the star of the show. I sat on the floor to pet her, and when she looked up, her eyes were glowing, like legit glowing, bright green and piercing right through me. I was 100% convinced she was some kind of spirit or guardian, judging my entire existence. I started babbling, "Miso, I'm cool, I swear, I'm a good dude. Don't zap me or anything." Jake's losing it, doubled over laughing, because I'm having this intense heart-to-heart with his cat. At one point, she tilted her head, and I took it as a nod, like, "Alright, you're approved." And this wave of relief washed over me. I spent at least 20 minutes just staring at her, totally mesmerized, while Jake kept muttering, "Man, you're on another planet." The peak hit sometime after that, maybe 2 or 3 hours in. Time was a total blur by then. I flopped onto the couch, closed my eyes, and boom, I was gone. Not asleep, just somewhere else. It was like I'd fallen into this tunnel of colors, every shade you can imagine, plus a bunch that don't even have names, spinning and swirling around me. Faces started popping up in the colors, not creepy or anything, just these calm, smiling people I didn't recognize. They felt familiar, though, like old friends or ancestors of something, and they were just vibing with me, cheering me on. I could feel my heartbeat syncing up with the rhythm of the tunnel, and for a while, I wasn't even me anymore. I was everything. The couch, the room, the air, the whole damn universe. It was heavy as hell, but so freeing, like I'd cracked open a skull and let my soul stretch out. Coming down was gradual, like drifting back to shore after being lost at sea. I opened my eyes and the room still had that faint shimmer, like the walls were dusted with glitter. Jake put on some Pink Floyd, The Dark Side of the Moon record, because of course, and it was perfect. The music felt like it was wrapping around me, tying the whole trip together. I grabbed a glass of water and it just sat there, sipping slow, letting my brain settle. My body was exhausted, like I'd run a marathon, but my head was buzzing with a quiet, happy glow. I looked at Jake and said, "Dude, I think I just hugged the universe and wrestled the cat goddess." He shook his head grinning and goes, "You're a freaking nutcase, but I'm glad you're back." By the time I crashed out on his couch, it was probably 2 a.m. The trip lasted way longer than I expected. 4 grams is no joke. It was like the shrooms took me apart, showed me the gears and guts of reality, then stitched me back together with a few extra pieces. I woke up the next morning feeling weirdly refreshed, like I'd hit a reset button I didn't know I had. Would I do it again? Hell yeah, but not anytime soon. I'm still trying to figure out if Miso's secretly running the show around here.